Bienvenidos, soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with your special new moon reading. So let's get started. Remember, at the end, we do the clarification, closure, will my wish be fulfilled question. Sorry, I think they want to answer it right now. And that's at the end. Make sure it's a yes or a no, and you only get one question. And then we do the live shuffle of the Law of Attraction card on what's being attracted to you at this time. So let's get into the reading. When asked what needs to be released at this time, because it's a new moon, it's a new cycle, and it's in the new zodiac set, which is Aries. So it's a new moon in Aries. What came out was the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. This is a very interesting combination because it's telling you two completely different things. So what came out first had been the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is letting you know that right now what needs to be released is all your creativity, all the ideas and plans that you've had, all the ways that you self-express, all these goals that you've been working towards, that have just been little ideas here and there. Right now is the time to release all of that. With your venture, it's a good time to release it. This is what's considered your investment card. Think about it that way. Everything that you've been learning, then you've been looking up on Pinterest or little hobbies, whatever that is, other people like it too. And so they will help invest in you if you invest in yourself, but you have to release all that creativity in the ways that you self-express. It's a very, very, very good time to be able to leap forward, especially since we're in a new cycle. We're in a new everything. The start of the spring, the new zodiac cycle, the new lunar cycle. Perfect timing to get your artistic ideas off the ground. But when paired with the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords indicates the end of suffering. It indicates the end of pain. So there's been some either betrayal, there's been some pain, there's been some burnout, you're exhausted, you've been through a lot. This is what this card is saying. There's been a lot that has been dealt with, and it's time to let that go. It's time to start tying up loose ends. This card is coming to you at a time where if you are ready to let something go, or if you're ready to do something new, now is the time to tie up loose ends. Now is the time to cut your losses, especially when this card of like investment is coming out. It's like, okay, let all that old shit go. It's time to move forward. So release all of that and embrace what's come. Well, it's not the embrace card, it's the release. But in order to start cutting your losses, tying up loose ends, and getting over that burnout and exhaustion, that sadness and grief, is to start investing in yourself. Now, when the question was asked, what needs to be embraced at this time, what came out ironically enough, or coincidentally enough rather, is the Hermit card. See, she's holding a lantern, and it's thought that she's looking to the North Star for guidance. This card is telling you what needs to be embraced at this time is guidance, is solitude, in inner wisdom, time to self-evaluate. So these are like the perfect set of cards for all these new things that have been happening, or all this for this new cycle. This is the perfect combination for a new cycle. So it's time to let go of all the bullshit. Leave the bullshit behind. It's not going to serve you as you move forward. But when it's talking about self-expression, when it's talking about investing in yourself, you might not know yet what that is. And so chances are you need that guidance. The saying goes, when a student is ready, a teacher appears. So whether that be, and it doesn't have to be literal, okay? It can be figurative. You can find a mentor, you can find a therapist, you can find a spiritual leader, you can find someone, a guru that's going to help you. Or even if you do your self-healing or your self-inner search through like doing research and self-help books and things like that, that's what this card is indicating. Right now is the time to embrace assistance, inner guidance, to learn more about yourself, especially when you're needing to invest in yourself for your betterment, to stop all this suffering, to release all of this. You need to start realizing that your self-expression needs to be released. Quit bottling that shit up, cut that shit out, and start looking for what's going to make you happier. And the first thing you got to do is look inside and find that. Now, when asked of the Threads of Fate what lesson they have for you, what came out was the Sovereign. It's a crown, very beautiful. And what the Sovereign states is, the Sovereign card invites us to activate the leader, visionary, and enthusiast within us. It is a time to welcome in passion and fire while creating structure that allows for you to nurture your dreams. Come on, it's that self-investment card. Sovereign creates a container which allows for growth within themselves and others. They approach situations with a no bullshit attitude and may come across as harsh to some people. Their strong boundaries and opinions may even be intimidating to others, but in reality, it is their way of nurturing. They have no interest in appeasing others simply to keep them comfortable. Cut that bullshit out. They will continue to push those around them so that they can grow. The Sovereign also calls us to create structure. From a place of structure, the Sovereign knows that life runs more smoothly, allowing for the manifestation of true success, security, and happiness. Come on, guys. Where in your life do you continually find chaos? Where are your energy and resources being sapped? The Sovereign invites you to examine those situations practically and cut out what no longer is serving you. This is not a time for being sentimental or nostalgic. The Sovereign is realistic about what is needed and gets it done, knowing that it makes room for true peace. And that's what you're looking for. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're burnt out, so cut the bullshit, let it go. And sometimes, yes, it's easier said than done, but if you want that investment in yourself, that growth, for that inner peace, gotta search for it, gotta look for it. Look for that guiding light, guys. Come on, don't make this shit up. A balanced Sovereign is a leader that belongs only to themselves. Remember, that solitude. They are in service to others by choice, and their method of leading is empowering others. They are strong and know how capable they are. They will claim their space without hesitating, inviting the others around them to do the same. An unbalanced Sovereign may become domineering. They can become too controlling and boundaried, not creating space for emotional connections and softness with those in their life. They fear not being in control and in turn may lash out at those around them and micromanage everything their loved ones do. So, that is a lesson from the Threads of Fate. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory in and of itself. So, let's see what the message from the Animal Spirit Guides tells us. What message they had for you. What came out was the Elephant Spirit. And Elephant Spirit says, learn from the past. Although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down to us traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other and respect for the community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Elephant Spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we are going. The stories of events you experienced, the stories in our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you have had can be told many ways. What story will you tell? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity, for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. The additional message. Are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be eased so that it could no longer cause you a moment's pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the tradition in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve. For transformation is in our nature. Elephant Spirit calls you not to be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by Elephant Spirit, who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. So keep in mind, it's not cutting the bullshit out does not mean that you're going to forget everything and ignore it and avoid it. No, it's something that has to be dealt with. But in that pain and in that suffering, you remember and you will learn what it is that you don't want, what it is that no longer served you, and why it no longer served you, because you went inside to find out what was really going to help you and yours grow for the betterment of your life. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and go into the closure, clarification, and wish fulfillment question. Make sure if you don't have it ready, you can pause, whatever you need to do, have that question. Ooh. Well, I didn't have to ask, it was already stated. Listen to your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, then it's not, don't force yourself to swallow it. If something feels like it's time, like it's ready, then go for it. Don't hold back. Listen to that guidance. Listen to your intuition. Now, last but not least, the Law of Attraction card. Let's see what's being attracted to you guys at this time for the new lunar cycle. And the new moon is actually a perfect time to start setting your intentions and your goals. So what I always recommend is write that shit down. Write that shit down. Write everything that you want to accomplish, what you want to let go of, what you hope will benefit you, what you want, your wishes, your dreams, everything. And then at the end of the night, before you go to bed, burn it so that the ashes can be returned to the earth and that the smoke will rise to the heavens. So as above, so below. All right, so what is being attracted to our watchers at this time? What is being attracted? What came out was flamingo. It's the flamingo card. That's what came out. It's being attracted to you at this time. Enjoying friends, balance and chaos, dealing with your emotions, mastering your energy and vibration. What you want for yourself, put that out by envisioning it already being yours, and it will be yours. Sometimes it's hard because we have those moments of doubt, and that's okay, but it's not going to benefit you. Focus on it as if it already belongs to you. I hope this message helps, and I'll see you guys next week.